Allegedly, Drake called this man a crackhead. I would like to hear exactly what he said. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe to support their channel. Follow the Twitch and the Kick to pull up to the live streams. Come talk with us, play games, etc. Video, music recommendations. You guys can give in the chat. But I want to hear what he got to say. I need to hear this.
Quote? No, he called him
a bohemian bucket.
Yeah.
And I was wondering when Drake was gonna respond. If y'all want my full analysis on the whole Drake pop artist thing, check my video. I'm gonna have it linked. It should be an iCard somewhere up here. I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this.
Toronto slang, that's calling him like a crackhead.
Wait. He called him a what?
In Toronto, he called him
a bohemian bucket.
Yeah.
A bohemian bucket. Have y'all heard that one before?
In Toronto slang, that's calling him like a crackhead.
Yo, what?
That's
a bohemian bucket, my nigga. That's funny.
That shit funny.
That's funny. It's funny.
I know.
Okay, but why? Is there something about Mos Def that I don't know? Like, why is he calling him a crackhead?
I know niggas don't want to laugh because it's Mos Def. That's just funny, bro.
How is it funny?
Fan, but that's funny. That's funny.
How is it funny?
That's funny. Son.
It's hilarious.
What? Y'all, I swear, y'all be glazing so much. I need y'all to get off of the meat. Please, get off of his meat, bro. It's literally not funny. Like, did anyone laugh, chat? Did y'all think a bohemian bucket? Did y'all find that funny? Because I didn't. Arcadia said he's so Canadian, bro. What? That shit is a whack. It is. It's like, bro. This is why he's mad at this point in his life. He got all the money, the success, all this, but at the end of the day, he's still lame. He's still lame. After all these accomplishments and the status and all that, he's still lame at his core. And he's always gonna be lame. Because only somebody that's lame says some corny stuff like that. Come on, bro. I was about to be like, stop sipping on the maple. Yeah, he drank too much maple syrup.
Nigga alone, man.
He drank too much maple syrup.
And he probably said it with an accent.
I want to hate, but then
he
probably said it with an accent.
With a mic up.
Saying what?
Oh, yeah, in the hotel room type of vibe.
He said niggas forgot where it started at. Uh-oh.
And that part.
Uh-oh, somebody about to get in trouble now.
And that part.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Wimmy said, I mean, the man was rocking grandma curls for a while. So yeah, it's not even a question at this point that he is lame as hell. You right. And he had the clips in his hair too. That's the funny part, bro. Like, I swear, bro. I see why he hates his life. I see why. He been doing these songs crying about why women keep choosing dudes with less status over him for 10, 15 years. He been crying the same thing. You know why, Drake? Because once it gets past the surface level image of Drake, they see how corny you are. Every woman that gets to know Drake literally runs away after finding out how corny and lame this nigga is. I can't make this up, bro.
I want to hate on those rich responses, but then I just maybe it'll just sound flyer as a rich person saying it. So I understand it. Like,
what you mean?
See, he don't think it's funny.
Just like saying he a bum.
That's not a rich person response.
You gotta be rich to call somebody a bum.
No, you don't. We've been calling niggas bums when we was 12.
Be bummy, nigga. Yeah.
You was calling niggas bums now, nigga.
In hip hop,
you gotta be rich to call Mos Def a bum.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I mean, he called Joe Budden a bum a few months ago.
You gotta be rich to
If
be
you
able to
Mos
call
Def a bum,
Because
you
he be
better
wearing some hippie shit, but it's like
shit
some
is-
nice
that
hippie
shit on.
shit.
That
Yeah.
nigga puts on all that. What's that Rick Owens shit?
No,
he
most
goes
dresses.
crazy.
Most dresses.
And he know it. Drake knows. So to be able to call that nigga a bum, you just gotta be a different type.
A bohemian bucket, nigga.
Okay, but that's the crazy part. It's like Drake will call someone a crackhead and like a bum, but it's like, even if this man is a crackhead and bum, he's still got something that you'll never have. And that's respect from actual OG hip hop heads. Drake wanted nothing more than to be accepted by hip hop and the gatekeepers, and he wasn't. Only Lil Wayne. But like, aside from that, it's like, even Birdman and them, they were finessing you, bro. They were finessing you. But aside from that, like, this man got so sad that he was not accepted by hip hop and rap, seriously, that he decided to go full blown pop star mode so he can get all his numbers up so that people couldn't discredit him anymore. And he's still not happy because he still don't have the respect of the OGs even after accomplishing all that. But it's like, number one, you had a ghostwriter, so that already made people lose respect. Number two, you went pop and you went commercial. Number three, you don't talk about anything of substance. Number four, you don't talk about anything related to the struggle, which is where the roots of hip hop and rap came from. So it's like, you got all these strikes against you, bro. Like, just accept that you a pop star. Don't respond to no hip hop OGs. Don't respond to a Joe Budden, a Mos Def, none of the other ones, because you're never gonna win that battle, bro. You're never gonna win that battle.
Clip of Mos Def singing.
Yeah, he had a ghostwriter back in the day. I don't know if he still has one, but he definitely got exposed for having a ghostwriter. Like, it's been like 10 years ago at this point.
Well, yeah, at Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And they tried to kill him.
Wait, what?
I've seen most perform.
As a white person, I had no idea. Well, I mean, I don't really think you being white has anything to do with it, considering that like a large majority of Drake's fans are white. I just think you probably weren't around and in the weeds of like the hip hop conversation at the time, because it was kind of a big deal when it came out, and it's been about 10 years, at least 10 years since this has happened.
Up here.
Real
I've
talk,
seen the
I had
show,
no
so,
idea.
I didn't think I know it.
Yo, hell, Orphan, I gotta hear you say real talk. I just can't imagine you saying real talk like. I can't imagine you saying real talk. I don't know. Hey,
And I know that he dresses too.
I'm talking about for that type of music that he was doing. That wasn't real hip hop Mos Def right there.
Why not?
He was like singing. It almost
But
sounded
he's
like
been
he sings.
singing.
He's been singing.
He always sings.
Umi is
but what he's
100%
He might sing more. No, in his
the
live show, he
panties.
might sing more than he raps.
Half of Black
Okay.
and Both, not half, but there's several singing songs on Black and Both.
Yeah,
sides.
that's what he does.
okay. Wolf said when he had that beef with Meek or Pusha, which one was it? It was the beef with Meek Mill for sure, because he mentioned the ghostwriter in one of his disses to him. And then we found out the ghostwriter's name was Quentin Miller.
okay.
I see where Ice is going.
Well, then let him get it out. Let him walk the dog.
So now you criticized Drake for not taking a real hip hop approach.
Oh
he
God,
didn't. No,
this
he didn't.
guy's a glazer. I already know where he's going with this. Please, let's not act like there's not a difference between Drake and Mos Def. Stop it. Stop.
Okay.
Not trying to hear it.
That's like super elementary
thinking.
view of what he
Yeah.
said in that conversation.
I know it was more
He
after
said he
that.
makes music that sounds good in Target.
Let me ask you a question. You speak
I'm dead. He just. Hey, thank you, Held Orphan. Good luck with the stream. Y'all tapping with the fam. Held Orphan TTV. I love how this guy behind the camera, whoever was talking, he just made him sound really dumb. He said that's a really elementary way of looking at that conversation. Yo, that's how you respectfully clear somebody, chat.
Into the content.
if what was most last album
He hasn't put out an album
in a long time
in
ago?
a minute. Yeah.
Any of them?
Uh-huh.
Let's say they reached this certain level of pop fame,
Pop. It never would happen.
and now because the music has reached and transcended all these different audiences and genres, we walk in Target and it's playing.
Well, that wouldn't happen because he doesn't make that
Does
type
that
of music.
opinion still hold true?
But that's not what happened. Why do y'all always make these hypothetical scenarios? Y'all are just like LeBron fans. Drake Glazers are just like LeBron fans. Y'all love to come up with hypothetical scenarios about stuff that would never happen. Oh, but if so-and-so did this, then this would... Well, that's not who they are. And that's why they're fundamentally different. Oh my God. This dude literally has to create non-real scenarios to get a point across. It's like, if you can't get your point across without coming up with a hypothetical that we would never see because Mos Def is not pop, you already lost, bro. I'm sorry. You lost me. He said for real, Meek Mill cleared the fuck out of Drake during that beef. He did. He did. I mean, Drake won the war because of the songs. Like, he put out songs for the radio. So, like, that's how he won. And then one of Meek's disses, it just lost me, bro. It was trash. He started off good, but the one he released after was, like, not good.
Did you know?
No, we didn't know. Next. Next.
It's not hypothetical, but
Thank you. Thank you. He said the same thing.
So,
No, let's go back so y'all
Does
can hear
that
how dumb this
opinion
guy
still
is.
hold true?
So y'all can hear how dumb he is with what he's saying. I'm gonna go back.
Reached and
So he's saying, let's say Mos Def made a song and it got popular and we heard it in Target. Does his argument still stand? The answer to that would be yes, because you completely missed the whole point he was making, which his whole point was that is way bigger than just the music and who's popping and who's not. It's about consumerism. It's about hyper consumption. It's about the commercialization of hip hop and rap, right? And the degradation of the true origins of hip hop and rap, which is rooted in struggle and oppression. Those things have been wiped out more and more during each generation, right? And at this point, it's just a product. It doesn't have any core meaning or root meaning anymore. And Drake was at the spearhead of that, you know?
transcended all these different audiences and genres. We walk in Target and it's playing.
That's not gonna happen. Like
Does
I said,
that opinion still hold true?
That's a interesting hypothetical, but we don't know.
Yeah, it's
Thank
hard.
you.
It depends on what record Target decides to play.
And the answer I would say, the quick answer I would say is no.
Exactly.
Because when
Yeah,
you
the
hear
answer is
Rage
no.
Against the Machine at Target, you may hear Bulls on Parade there. Do you think that they are sellout cornballs
Ooh.
or whatever the fuck you want to?
hey, whoever behind the camera, put him in front of the camera, because this guy knows what he's talking about. That is a perfect example. If you hear Rage Against the Machine and you hear Bulls on Parade, half the people that listen to the song are not even gonna understand that that is a critique on capitalism in our society as a whole. So just because you hear it doesn't mean that automatically because it's popular, it's the message is gone. This actually proves the point he's making even more, because he's like, you're making commercial music that has no substance, right? And it's possible to make conscious records or things that have substance and be popular, but they usually don't go hand in hand. But it is possible though. It has happened before. You just have to actually choose to do that, like Rage Against the Machine did, and they had popular songs and it had a message, and Drake chose not to do that. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like, this guy behind the camera know what he's talking about. That's all I can say. Wolf said, "Fight the Power" is still an anthem. Facts. Like their whole catalog, bro, is literally goated. Like, I mean, there's so many songs they have that's like stand the test of time. Like the stuff they're talking about in there still applies today.
I guess it's sellout corner.
I know, neither do I. But in the argument that is being made online about this conversation, just because it's played somewhere does not speak
Thank
to what
you.
the artist
Thank you.
said
Intended.
in the lyrics
Thank you.
or anything like that.
And I don't like the notion that just because you singing or vocalizing in a way, it's not hip hop.
I don't either.
I
don't
feel
either.
like-
Nah,
I don't stand
yeah,
with
that's
that.
not
I don't
fair.
like that at all.
That's
Yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair, because hip hop includes R&B, neo soul, like rap. Hip hop, people forget hip hop is an umbrella term. I think people use rap and hip hop interchangeably, but they're not interchangeable. Like, it means two separate things. Well, it's not two separate things, but it's like they mean different things. Like, hip hop is the umbrella, rap is under the umbrella of hip hop.
The point,
point that he made.
He wasn't making
Yeah,
that
I don't
point.
think-
He didn't say that.
These are stand
He
opinions.
was
that
talking
we're
about
now
the bigger
Exactly.
picture, the bigger picture of using
I know what he's talking
your
about.
star power to cause change.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Somebody in the room actually understands. Wow.
Like you
He
on this
actually understood the point. Would you look at that?
power to cause change. That's it. Like you on this level. We listen to you and talk. You're able to gather all these ears, but you're not using your star power, your star equity
Thank
to cause any
you.
change for society or humanism. You're not doing anything.
Man,
That's
what
how I took
always
it. How I
happens,
do
I
it.
mean, we talked about it, but not to rehash it. What
These
always
niggas-
happens
these
is the
niggas
nigga who don't get that level always wants to tell the nigga at that level what he should be doing.
But
Oh my God. It's like, respectfully, like these are brain dead takes right now. Yo, the dude behind the camera need to tell him that he has a elementary analysis again, because this ain't it. Yo, Jordan with the big body raid. What's good, my guy? How you feeling, Jordan? What's good, bro? How you been? We're just reacting to this little Drake situation. Y'all tapping with my guy Jordan Biz, the one and only.
Every time.
But that's not what's happening in this
single time.
That's
I
not
don't
what-
get that level what he
Thank
should
you.
be doing. Not to rehash it. What
These
always
niggas-
happens
these
is the
niggas
nigga
think-
who don't get that level always wants to tell the nigga at that level what he should be doing.
Glazing. Like you're doing this unsolicited, just for free 99. No license meat writing.
Every time.
But that's not what's happening in
I feel
this.
like he completely missed the point.
Single time.
That's not what was happening in this scenario.
Everybody talk over each other right now.
That's not what was happening in this particular scenario.
Thank you,
And
bro.
also, the last music that I think Mos Def put out was as December '99. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Fuck, I feel like I imagined this shit. You guys never heard that
We have
music that he
phones. We can check.
put? No, you can't. You can't find
What's good, Jordan? I'm good too, bro. We're just reacting to some stuff. How you feeling today?
it. If you can find it, I would love it
I know
because
his-
I really, really
Is this
love
the
that
project that's
That's the
project.
name of it. I'll get it for you.
Everybody does not want to be at that level.
I'm not saying that they want to be at that level. I'm just saying that you always see instances where,
They don't.
yo, if I had that money, I would do.
Oh God, you were like, I don't even call people dumb, but this dude is so dumb. Like, I don't even insult people's intelligence, but like, I don't know if he's intentionally missing a point or if he's really that oblivious to what was going on. Like, this is why everybody should not talk. Sometimes you just need to sit there and shut up if you don't know what you talk about. We need to normalize that, guys. Let's normalize not speaking if we don't know what we're talking about, because then you just end up looking dumb like this dude. Because it's like you just yapping just a yap. You don't know what you're talking about. You completely missed the point of the conversation. So you're arguing something that nobody else is even arguing. And then everybody in the room got to keep telling you how far off you are from the actual point. Like,
This.
no license to beat writing is while he is. No license. For free 99, unsolicited.
You see this happens a lot with somebody that's not at that level telling someone or speaking on what someone at that level should be
And you're
doing.
going to repeat the same point. We heard you the first time. You were still loud and wrong.
Is that what most?
That's what I'm talking
Think
about.
that's what that conversation was about at all.
That's fine. Then.
But Ice, the reason why they're not at that level
Thank
is because
you.
they didn't do it.
Exactly.
So if they chose to sell out, they probably could get to that level. They have
Exactly.
the same connection.
Yeah,
so,
we put the dress on.
yeah, they stay true
That's
to who they
fine.
are.
That's
So they're
fine.
able to criticize because I'm pretty.
And this is the problem with having conversations with people like this guy. Some people just fundamentally disagree on their values, so they're looking at stuff completely different. That dude is the type of person to be like, oh, get the bag at all costs, right? Yeah, I don't care if I gotta do XYZ. I don't care if I don't have to, if I have to put on a persona and not be myself and not speak on things that I care about. If I get to the bag, it is what it is. He's that type of dude. Well, you're sitting with other people who fundamentally do not agree with that perspective. So it's like you're everybody's looking at it from a completely different perspective, because they're like, well, my values and what I stand for is more important than the status and the fame and the money. But he's like, man, forget all that. I'm trying to get the bag and I want to be famous. Like, it's just like, we're talking about two completely different worldviews at this point.
Pretty sure most deaths have
So
plenty of
he's just not
opportunity.
going to understand that.
They're able to criticize that because it's like, I seen this path. I could have went down this path that you went down, but I chose not to.
And I saw the path, and I went down the path.
But can
See,
we also?
I told
can we
you,
also
he's
speak
that
to-
Yo,
guy.
and I don't like that because DMX called this nigga a pussy. And what you gonna say about X? He hit there. He hit there
X
doing
hit
the
there.
music his way worldwide.
He didn't hit there.
He did not hit
What?
that.
Stop.
Okay, never mind. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Wait, what?
You both of you are wrong.
Wait, what do you? Are y'all?
Both of you are wrong. Both of you are wrong. X didn't hit what?
I'll be wrong.
$1 billion.
Oh my God. See, these people really just, all they be focused on is the bag, bro. What about influence? What about like international success? Like, of course, if you compare everyone to Michael Jackson, no one has done shit, right? Everybody's trash compared to Michael Jackson because he's the GOAT. But that's such a stupid way to like compare things. If you're comparing everyone to the best, that's like comparing everyone to Michael Jordan. Yes, everyone pales in comparison to him. So it's really a moot point. It's like you're comparing people to like the standard or the top of the top. Of course, you're going to be like, oh yeah, he didn't reach a bill. Okay, yeah, he didn't reach a bill, but did he make a lot of money? Did he have respect from his peers? Did he reach critical acclaim? Yes, yes, and yes. Like, I mean, we're acting like this dude is a bum or something.
Why are you only equating it to the finance?
He asked
not
me,
just the
exactly.
He asked me a question that I answered.
You equating it to solely
I'm not
the
equating
finance.
nothing. He asked me one
Yes,
question.
he
Said,
did.
Where didn't X hit
You
that Drake
literally
hit?
said that.
I said $1 billion.
I don't think it's about the money. I
X
think it's
was
about
a
the
number
global
one
recognition.
rapper
was X.
in the world.
Indeed.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Every time he
Okay,
hits,
so
So
why
maybe-
y'all acting up too? See, I can't stand talking to people like this. Because like, oh, well, he didn't hit 1 billion. Now it's, oh, well, yeah, he was the number one rapper. That's what he was saying in the first place.
Translate.
Not every
Until
time
the end.
either.
I hate arguing and listening to dumb niggas argue, no cap.
Not every time.
until towards the end.
Not every time.
No, we don't have to get semantic.
No, X
Exactly.
had a 5-year run.
No, he did not.
Nah, he didn't
No, he
have a
did not. You're
5-year
wrong.
run.
You're wrong.
Nah.
You're wrong.
X
It's
ain't
dark.
got 5
It's
years.
dark and hell is hot came out in 96-ish.
Listen,
His run was,
Nah, it's 98.
No,
I mean,
you're
98.
wrong.
98.
Okay. It's
His
Dark
run
as Hell
was
is Hot
longer
came out in
than-
98. The
Not-
same album came out in 98. He put 2 albums out in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we don't fight and let's have a real quality conversation.
You can hear this.
His third album is what?
Oh, that somebody. Sorry. My bad.
Said
Why is this dude
third
on his phone?
Album is what?
He making me mad.
I love
and
DMX.
then,
So let's be clear. I'm not disrespecting
And then there was
DMX.
X.
Went number
Now
one.
you're being semantic.
No,
You
it's-
Okay.
the
They
6
yapping.
albums that X put out, them shits wasn't doing numbers like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
The number one run went from 98
To about
to 03.
02?
03, Grand Champ.
Grand Champ was the last.
was the last number one album.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
That's tough.
5-year run. So,
So he had a number one album for 5 years? That's
Yeah, but
fine.
you're the dog was number 2.
so what I'm saying is,
Okay, please get to
did.
the point.
It don't
Not-
even
not-
matter because
$1 billion.
For me, this is moving the goalposts.
Got
I'm
it.
only replying to Ice saying it's the niggas that never did it that want to look up and tell a nigga how to do it. I'm only saying, no, that's not true. It'd be niggas that done it that could look over there and just say, nah, that shit ain't it. That shit is whack. Yo, that's what hip hop is, yo.
Yeah.
Hip hop started from looking at some shit and saying, this is whack.
Society.
You're not
So why
lying.
is there such a problem today?
I don't see it
because
as a
niggas
problem.
take y'all favorite niggas and say this is whack. But I want to advance this conversation. How does
Kendrick Lamar said the same thing? I mean, it's like, what you gonna say about that? It's like, people act like because people have like a certain amount of money or status, like they could never be wrong. And I just can't stand that mentality. I get it. That's how they would want to be viewed if they had that money or status. They would want to feel untouchable. They would use their money and their status to deflect from any potential criticism. But it's like, everybody don't roll like that, bro.
Drake look if he disses most? I don't know that this is coming.
I hope he diss him.
He should. I think he should.
I think he should.
I hope he
He
did.
should diss him, but it would be
Kendrick Lamar whole last album is fire. I gotta re-listen to it all at once because I heard it, but like, I don't know. I don't feel like I had a good listening experience listening to it. But like, cause I remember bits and pieces, but I'd have to go back and hear it like beginning to end to really feel it. Cause like, say for example, like with Damn, I felt that one. I listened to it over and over again, like on, not on shuffle, but like going straight through. And I remember the experience of that, but I don't remember my experience of like his last album though. So like, I think I gotta really give it the time to like sit and listen. But the songs I remember were very deep songs.
What?
How does he look if he does?
it's punching down for sure.
The same way he looked when he did it with
Oh, no,
Common.
that don't matter. Anybody's punching down.
Yeah,
True.
The same way he did when he was when he went at Common. you're gonna get the
Exact
same
same
reaction.
way.
Nah, but this is different
No.
because that was
warranted.
that was warranted.
They both wanted that Serena ass, right?
Drake was still on his come up. Common was still around somewhere. He wasn't.
You know what?
Doing commercials and shit like he is now.
Can I just say with the Mos Def, I don't like him because I know his thing was talking about the content and the things that he's doing was content, and him not going ahead to prolong or help. But how do you know what Drake is doing outside of his musical content that helps people or people in a certain space? Like you can't just solely base him off of the art that he's creating.
Okay, I have a problem with this take. Because the origins of hip hop is about putting it in your music. Facts. Can't lie about that. Like the minute we start saying that it doesn't matter that people are having things of substance in their music, we lose what hip hop is. So like, I get it. It's normalized for people to not be talking about anything in their songs, but if we're talking about the greats, don't be surprised when he get excluded out of conversations of the true greats of rap. Because if you go down that list of the top 5, top 10 rappers, at some point in their career, in their music albums, they had an album conceptually or songs that talked about deep content that oftentimes went beyond just them as an individual. I think that's where the disconnect is.
And most you smart enough to know that. And we don't know what Drake does on his personal time with his finances and his...
Well, I'm sorry, what has Drake done outside of himself? Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, we have people like Tupac putting stuff in his contract to do things like have affordable housing for people in his community and affordable childcare for parents. That's why there's such a big disconnect with people. Tupac was doing that, and Drake is bragging about having a new OVO mansion and having a deal with Nike and all this other, like, it's levels to it. Let's just acknowledge it for what it is, and let's stop trying to like act like there's not a difference there in what people are doing, what they stand for, what they talk about. People are unhappy with, at least the core hip-hop fans, rap fans, they're unhappy with the deviation from caring about the community. When has Drake talked about the Black community in his music? I don't remember him talking about it. Oh, I know. The one reference I remember Drake having in his song about Black community or anything like that was in his last project, where he's talking about wanting to slime out a girl and being whipped and chained like American slaves. Why is that the only Drake reference I could think about related to Black people, slavery, anything? Why is that the only time I can remember Drake saying something about Black people? Whipped and I'm chained like American slaves, really? Okay. You are half Jewish. Well, he's not half, his mom is Jewish. You are a Jewish Black man. And the only time you brought up Black people is talking about you're whipped and chained like a slave. So you're making sexual references and then connecting that to slavery. That's the most you have. That's why he get laughed out of these type of conversations, bro.
Influence to help other people.
Can't take
He
him
might
seriously.
choose to not do it in his music.
Saying, you don't donate enough.
Exactly.
Right. That's not what he's
You're just
saying.
saying you make music that is.
And
So
why not?
it's going back to
but
saying
you
if I was there, I would be doing
downspoke
this.
to it.
But why not choose
He
to
never
inspire?
said that.
I didn't
That
say
you
it.
just
Word for
made
word.
that.
Exactly.
Can I ask?
If I was there, I would be doing this.
Can I ask? Was
Right.
he
People take it a certain way. Like, you can't say that for sure.
That nigga is not sitting there so that anybody can confuse us with I'm making a positive statement. And Drake saw that. You look like a hater. You look like you saying something.
No, you only look like a hater if you actually miss the point of what he was saying. Drake knew what he was doing when he decided to go pop. He knew what he was doing when he decided to go commercial and focus on that instead of the art of rap and hip hop, because he knew if he focused on rap, hip hop, conscious rap, there would be a ceiling to how far he could go. So he decided to be basically like Mr. Beast and prioritize content, right? And the quality has gone down more and more, and the quantity has increased. Now, I can't say the same for Mr. Beast, but he's very much similar to Mr. Beast in the sense that they prioritize content over everything, and they in order to appeal to as many people as possible, they really water down their personality so that they're acceptable to more people, which I would say is in direct opposition to kind of the core of what hip hop was started as, which is you literally being in opposition or counter culture. That's like the core elements of rap hip hop. So it's like when you decide to be the opposite of that, of course you're gonna get people that dislike it, because it's like, okay, you're supposed to be this big rapper, you're supposed to be one of the GOATs, but you're not even counterculture. You are status quo. So, and this conversation is way deeper than just the music. That's what I think like they're kind of missing on this, is that it's not just about the music. It's about society as a whole. And that's why they're just not connecting the dots. They just don't get it.
Because you wanted this to go ahead and be perceived as a negative thing.
That shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of sensitive shit too. I am.
We judge niggas,
especially in hip hop.
You
Especially
can
in
do
hip
that
hop.
though. You
We
can
judge niggas. Y'all niggas is too like we
It
judge
ain't
niggas.
sensitivity.
It
you
is.
can judge a nigga, and the nigga can fire back at your
Let him
ass.
Exactly.
fire back. Let's go.
That's
We want
it.
to see it.
That
We
ain't
judge niggas.
sensitivity.
man.
That.
You could judge a nigga all you want,
it was-
and the
we
nigga
were
just
just
say, "All right,
basing
I heard that shit you said. Now look."
We was
There you
basing
go.
this.
There you go.
We was basing this conversation based off you saying that niggas want to be at that, but niggas only come because they want to be there.
No.
that's
Let me
not
be
true.
clear. That's not what I said.
Yes,
I
you
said
did. You literally did say, oh, it's always niggas talking about, oh, if I was there, not would do this. That's basically you saying that he couldn't get there, so he just hating. Why do people be acting like we don't understand what they saying? Wolf said Drake couldn't relate to the struggle. No way. He has never had a hard life. Hey, Wolf, I can't say for 100% fact that he's never had a hard life, but I can say for sure that he definitely had a way easier life than a lot of other hip hop rap legends. And that's why he decided to go pop commercial, because he realized he was never going to be able to connect to people on that level, like a J. Cole, like a Kendrick, right? Hell, even like a Logic. Like, he realized he was never going to be able to do that. So he realized he could go the other way and still have success. So my problem with Drake is, if you know you decide to go this way and have more success instead of going this way where you knew you couldn't thrive, why does it make you upset when people point out that you did that? That's literally what your whole aura, your whole personality, your whole bragging rights is about, how successful you've been going this way with the pop, with the commercial music. So why does it bother you that someone brings up that you did that? That's what your whole pride is on, right? That's what your whole bragging rights is about how much you've been able to be successful. So
they're not there.
We tend to see people speak about what someone else isn't doing or should be doing.
Here
at
you
a
go
level
with this
that they
point
are not
again.
at.
Here we go again.
That happens a lot, not just with most of them.
You are missing a point. This
Is extending it somewhere
he's
else.
dumb.
but
I'm sorry.
I mean, I get what you're saying. But it is extending it somewhere.
Respectfully.
For me personally, all these people are smart. They're all well spoken. They all
True,
know how
they
things
are.
come across. You know, when you sit up here, when you want to go and say something purely with a positive stance, you know how to say it. Most
know
Def
what?
does the same thing.
I don't think it's gonna look good if Drake this is most.
Can I say
I
something?
think it's gonna
no,
look
it's
great.
not.
Yeah, you know what?
In what regard?
And I hope he does.
But he already
His
did.
ass up, pause.
Hold on.
Yo, he's a glazer. Yo, he's literally ad-libbing like a fan right now.
In what regard?
And I hope he does.
I
What'd you
hope
say?
he tear his ass up,
Hold
pause.
on.
Oh, this guy funny. Hey, this
Yeah, because I want to hear before I respond. I want to hear how you mean that.
Well, I didn't try to think it that far, but I'm with you. Let's try to do that.
All right, so if he
No, hold on, let me go. Let me try to
okay.
do it.
Gotcha.
Because you asked me, so I want to try and do it.
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
an ad is
You wanna go to the
crazy.
show tonight?
YouTube, girl,
Don't
forget
worry,
this
it's
ad.
included.
Bye.
They're gonna call me a dick rider and a Drake hater.
Yep, they are.
This is what I think could happen. I think most is a mind. So I'm not really talking about art. I'm gonna really enjoy if Drake disses most artistically. I think the world view of that and where that could go with most being
Super cerebral.
Palestine supporter.
That too.
Oh,
I just think that this
Dang. Oh, he's thinking level 3000. Okay, so basically he's saying that if Drake tries to diss Mos Def or something like that, then Mos Def has a very easy shot at the jugular, because it's like, Drake, okay, this is a perfect time for you as a rapper, as someone with great influence who's so big and all this, to speak on what's going on in Palestine. Why haven't you spoke up about that? You're Jewish. Why haven't you spoken up about that? You know, if you're so big and you're him and you're all that, why aren't you able to speak on it? You know, if you're really him, this is a time where if you're really him, you kind of just show that. And you ain't really doing that, bro. Like him and DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is actually Palestinian, from my understanding. Drake is Jewish. So the two most famous Palestinian and Jewish artists in the world not even saying nothing about the whole conflict. It's about the bag, bro. If he says the wrong thing, that affects his bag, and we know that that's all he cares about.
This could get worldly in terms of where it could go in people's views. It could transcend whatever your music quarrel is. And if it goes that route, I imagine Drake has to mute up. Because you've muted.
Because he can't say nothing.
You have to mute up.
That's not true.
How not so?
What he gonna say? What he
From
gonna say?
a
Because he gonna dig himself in the hole if he talk
standpoint.
about that.
That you're going
Finally, he gone. Thank God.
about. Drake don't necessarily have to disagree with Mos Def's political views.
Yeah, he kind of got to
Can't-
not say
I'm saying-
nothing.
what I'm saying, he can't agree or disagree.
Exactly.
Cool, but
He can't do either.
He can't say
but I
nothing.
don't gotta. I could make a 3 or 4 minute song. I don't have to address that one particular point, and I can still fry your fucking ass up.
Of course, but once
Skipping
you
it
do
does
that,
mean-
that don't mean that
You
where
running
it
for the
comes
smoke.
back.
Yo,
But
what's
then it
good, Ghost?
But look like you intentionally, glaringly avoided that
Exactly.
one part.
Or my angle.
And then in that way, people will say, he's
Literally.
right.
Just because you
Mos
skip
is
it
right.
don't mean it won't come back
Mos
that
is
way.
right.
Niggas
you're
say that
pussy.
about us. Niggas say that about us. That don't necessarily make it true. That just means that I'm doing, or anybody for that matter. Because I made the LeBron point the other day about I think LeBron has been the most vocal point in the NBA.
I'm just saying, when you go there, you got to be prepared for whatever comes back. So, and if it comes back on some CNN national type shit, then it can look at it.
I mean,
like,
listen,
he asked me to ponder.
Yeah.
I pondered.
I think if the subject matter don't go there,
but I don't think that's happening.
Now that E brought that up, I think that
Yeah, what's good, Purple Rain? How you doing, Queen?
if you bring
Good to
that up
see you.
as a subject matter for going at this particular dude,
a small back and forth.
I think that that's corny. I think if you're going to keep it in the realm of hip hop, the conversation started in hip hop.
I can't stand y'all, bro. Y'all so scary. Why y'all protecting this man? Like I said, this is my last word on this topic. Y'all keep forgetting what the core of hip hop is. Hip hop and rap originated as counterculture, as an expression by people who were oppressed. So it literally is the epitome of hip hop to talk about a political issue that affects oppressed people. And on that note, I'm dropping my mic. Let me know what y'all think about it in the YouTube comments. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Drop a follow to the Twitch and the Kick to pull up to the live streams. That's all I got to say about it. They're missing a point. Some of these people are really dumb, and I'm mad that I sat here and listened to their dumbasses talk for so long because they literally missed the entire point of the conversation. So until next time, you guys, I'm out.